Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Rokoko Office Hours. Let me know if there's any issues with the audio or music. Just added some music to the stream. Hey, Alberto. Hey, Renix. Good to see y'all. Ooh, sneeze. No, it's fine. Yeah, so I'm Sam Lazarus, creative director for Rokoko. And during these office hours, if you've never been to one before, we usually record some free mocap that you can download to use in your projects however you want. And then we also work on something a little creative and chat about workflows or whatever else you got on your mind. Hey, V-Tones, good to see ya. Man, been doing some crazy things in Blender live streaming. I've been seeing on the old Instagram, hey, V-Tones. Lard Tom, hello. Yeah, so, today, because we have our Perfect Loop Animation Challenge running right now, this is the landing page for it, I thought we'd do some work on some perfect loops. Wait, yeah, I got this little, oh no. Hold on. Let me get my good window capture here. Get my countdown up and running. But this is a animation challenge that we have running for the next month. Renix, you got a question? Yeah, shoot. $23,000 in prizes, which is awesome. 2 tiers of categories for render submissions, which is really cool because it means that we have 6 really incredible prizes that people can win. First prize in both categories is a full performance bundle with $2,500 in cash, which is awesome. Just really excited that we were able to do such big prizes for this challenge because hopefully it means we'll get some really interesting work and we can get some Rokoko systems out there. Some incredible judges too, including Clinton Jones, Wren, Todd, Blankenship, Faucher, Gavin Shapiro, the Loop King. We're going to be looking at some of his looping project files that he released for free in a little bit. Michael, Peter, and myself. Renix, so I've traveled with, the question is, does airport security have a problem with Rokoko tech? And they do not. I've traveled with my suit all the time. Bunch of times. They don't care. I usually keep it in the garment bag, and it's not packed into my clothes, but I've also checked it. They don't care at all. I think it's less bother for them than a computer for sure. Lard Tom, where can I download the mocap from today? So I did notice it wasn't actually let me go grab the link. But you can grab all the mocap. Where is it? We need to add it to this video too. So this is where all the mocap we've created currently lives. And I will add this to the description below as well. And it's where I will be putting the mocap from today. Boom. Save. Okay. So yeah, let's start creating some mocap, And if anyone has any requests, feel free to put them in the chat, and we'll get them going. If I don't get a lot of requests, we'll probably end up doing just a lot of loopable idols again. Because I think they're very useful. I'm gonna go blow my nose. I'm so sorry. I will be right back. Sorry about that, everyone. I just had to blow my nose. So yeah, Superman Flight. Tweak, you submitted a request on the form. Let me pull up the form. Yeah, we have a couple things on the requests here. So cooking animation. We can do a robot scene. Table tennis. Drug addict sitting on a sofa injecting a syringe. That sounds like a pretty good one to do as well. So yeah, we can do those. Tweak, if you want to call out what yours was, we can make sure to do that as well. So let's do it. Got my Smart Suit Pro 2 on. Gonna throw on my smart gloves. And we'll be working in Rokoko Studio Legacy today, which is what I've got pulled up right here. Oh, my countdown. My countdown. What happened to my countdown? I need to get it going again. Okay, well, I don't know where it is, so we won't have the countdown. Okay, so struggling or fighting to walk through a heavy or windy windstorm. We can totally do that. Let me just plug in my gloves here. And then if anyone has any other questions about the contest, you can feel free to ask those as well. We can go through any questions. Last time we went through all the rules and everything. Oh yeah, sure. Doc, thanks for the... There we go, is that better? Raised it up a little bit. Let me know if that's blasting out the eardrums now. So I'm going to turn on, just plug in my suit. I always plug in my battery after I've plugged in my smart gloves to the suit, just to make sure everything's on the same, is getting started up at the same time. And I'm also just going to turn off background blur. I can turn the music down a little bit too. Music is probably a little annoying. Just felt a little empty without the music. Okay, so here we go. Add our actor profile right here. And let's do a little calibration pose. Feet under my hips, arms at my side. Boom, there we go. Okay, so struggling or fighting to walk or hike through a heavy or windy snowstorm. Let's just do that right off the bat. So I don't have a ton of room in this office, obviously, but I think we can definitely go for a little walk here. So let's go. I don't know, something like that. Hey Faraday, how you doing? Today's class. No, we're just having fun. It's recess in here all the time. Tweak, let me know if this is kind of what you were thinking. I can do it again so that maybe it could be more loopable, like make sure I'm starting and stopping in the same position. That looks pretty good though, to me. Fighting the wind. Yeah. Cool. Pretty good, right? I wish I had a little bit more space and then I could do a longer wind fight. Excuse me, coffee. Let's check some of these other requests and just get a couple of them knocked out. Sisyphus pushing a rock. So that's the endlessly pushing a rock up the hill. Let's do it. I think that's just going to be like pushing, movement, and then you could loop it maybe or something. So I'm going to do another straight pose. Always do my calibration poses before I record. Usually every time. I mean, I don't have to, but it doesn't hurt. Superman flight pose. We can definitely do that. Let me do pushing the rock first. So that's just pretty basic, and that we can maybe make that loopable. That could be an interesting one to play around with later. And actually in the scene that we work on. So Superman flight pose, I'm assuming like the real way to do this. You know what? Yeah, I can do it on the ground. Okay, so I'm gonna do this in treadmill mode. So if we can turn on treadmill mode up here, and that instead of me walking around the scene. Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. Let's do it. Oh. The real way to do it would be to get a little stool that I could like put my belly on instead of being down on the ground, because then my feet could move a little bit more. I kind of want to go see. Yeah, I'll be right back again. I'm gonna go get a little stool thing. Use my be right back button twice today. Pretty good. Okay. So this is great. Actually, we can do a couple of these because I saw a request for falling as well. Let me push this chair all the way back. See if I can kind of be on video here. Okay, let's do it. Superman. This should be fun. I'm going to turn on treadmill mode. Boom. I'm going to do a straight pose still. Okay, Superman. Ugh. Okay, let's see a little core work. Let's see how that looked. Yeah, the Alberto, the Sisyphus could probably it could be good on treadmill, but also you could loop it maybe. Luke, what's going on? This looks great. So we would want to turn off toe bend. Yeah, turn off toe bend. So what you would do, I think, is you would just get rid of hip. Maybe we'll use this. This is fun. Look at that. I love it. And what you could do is you could loop this, right? So this we're just playing back the take. If I hold down Shift, and I always include the project files for these projects in the download, so you can actually pull up the project files. Yeah, Luke. I mean, this is fun to show. Luke is one of our amazing team members who does a lot of the demos with people, the one-on-one demos, and he consequently knows so much about Rokoko. It's awesome to see here, Luke. But yeah, let's try looping this guy. So I held down shift and dragged on the timeline to get this. And if we just go to like right here, right, which kind of matches, yeah, the beginning. And then we just make this loopable. Start from origin, align motion to axis, close loop, process changes. So let's see. So it'll probably mess with the hands, because sometimes this messes with the hands. That's something we could fix in post. And then I would get rid of basically the hip, like, movement. So I don't even know where the transition point is here. Anyway, that's one, thing that you could do. We'll play with that later. And I'm gonna turn toe bend. I'm gonna leave it off on this one. Okay, cool. That was a fun one. That's a great one. Let's do more while we have this thing here. Like, let's do falling maybe. How's falling look? Kind of thing. Let's try it. Let's do it. Oh, core exercise. Oh yeah. Oh, it's good. Sitting on the roof of a... Yeah, totally. We can do that. So honestly, sometimes with like things like this, I want to turn on locomotion just to see what happens. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a treadmill one. This sometimes the way I'll do things like this is like I will just keep my feet on the floor so my hip isn't translating like this, and then I'll just move my feet in the mocap editing phase. Yeah, reading a newspaper. Sure. Let's do the car, sitting on the car, sitting down, like with my leg up. I think all those are kind of cool. And then, or we could, let's do one more Iron Man one. Let's do a couple Iron Man ones really quick, because I like that idea. That's easy to do. And then we'll do like sitting and reading a newspaper and all this stuff, and this is great. Okay. Do another straight pose. And I'm actually going to turn locomotion back on for this, because I'm going to do, this is like Iron Man taking off, like suiting up and taking off. That's kind of Iron Man suiting up and taking off. Now we'll do turn treadmill back on. We'll do Iron Man flying close to the ground. Oh, God. Like a couple motions in there. Large time participate in the challenge. We got suits going out, flying out the door. I kind of want to see how that looked. We're gonna have to take a look at this. Paul, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Okay, sitting, so like now, sitting on my car roof, leaning against my car. Well, you never know, Tom. There's a best original concept one, so you don't, you know, it doesn't need to be technically the best thing in the world. It just needs to be a good idea. Okay, so leaning like on my car hood, I don't know, something like, that's kind of like a bench. Yeah, I know, this is exercise. Okay. First, actually, we're just going to do reading a newspaper, which I should just get a newspaper for. You should always use props. I got this magazine. So let's do this. Sorry, let me delete that. Delete. Do I have? Yeah, locomotion on. Okay. I don't know, with a little walk away there at the end. I think that was pretty good. Exercises like push-ups? You just want to make me work? Hard, Tom. Okay. Timoleon, Daydreamer. That was the newspaper. Okay, so now like sitting, leaning on my car. And then sitting. Sitting on the car hood. We do a calibration pose. So now let's do leaning. Turn this around. Kinda nice. IZM, good to see ya. Oh god, allergies killing me. Lard time. We actually did door opening in last week's session, so you can go and find that. And we have door opening out, door opening in. We did a bunch of door openings. Okay, let's do that lean again because I didn't love it. Thanks, Lard Tom. It's yeah, we're. You know, it's a pretty great product. I'm a little bit biased, but I like my smart suit. Okay, I gotta do that again. Okay, let's do like leaning. Kind of thing. There we go. And then I want to do sitting like a cool kid. There we go. Pretty good. Hello. Sig M4. Yeah, we can do getting out of bed in the morning, for sure. I gotta go blow my nose again. I'll be back in one moment. Sorry, everyone. Getting out of bed in the morning, sure. Let's do that. And for something like this, I like to keep my feet on the ground and actually not use treadmill mode. So you'll see what I mean. So this is something where you would just straighten the feet out in like post and when you were editing. Kind of like that, and then this would require just a little editing because this is not, Rokoko mocap works with foot contact on the ground, so as soon as you're lying down, taking the covers off, checking my phone, and then like this is, you'd have to, edit this a little bit. But this looks pretty good. Change the feet. Cool. Sig. Nice. Okay, what else? That's 10. I kind of want to get on making some weird perfect loop stuff. Maybe just like being on a phone. I feel like that's always a good one too. Just scrolling on my phone. Let's do one of those. That never hurts. Do one more calibration. Just using the phone. Cool. I think we're gonna kind of nose blowing. I know. I don't know if it's yeah. I think we're gonna call it there and jump into actually making some stuff. Unless anyone has any more requests, I think I'm gonna jump out of the suit and let's actually play around and make a couple things. Let's see if I can get. Okay, yes. I want to copy this. And then paste. Boom. Okay, there we go. Now I got my challenge countdown working again. That's what I wanted. Okay. Windstorm, tweak. Yes. Let's do one more. Straight pose. I'll try and do a little bit of a longer one this time. With more leaning. Okay, was that good, or should I do one more? I could lean into it even more. Let's lean into it. Let's do 3 windstorms. Let's do one more calibration. I'm really gonna be leaning into the wind on this one. Okay. I think we probably nailed it. Probably nailed it on that. Sure. We can do a wrapper. We've done wrappers before, so you can find mocap that's like wrapping. But I always love, that's an easy one to do because I don't have to really dance. Thank you, Tweak. Try to do good acting. Okay, do a wrapper. Drop the mic at the end. Boom. Nice. Great. You know, just try it. Acting is a part of the, not something that I thought I'd be doing, but I do a lot of these days. Yeah, always important to hold a prop too, so my hand looks a little bit better. You know, wave your hands like you just don't care. Looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna take off the camera for a second while I actually take off my suit, which is always kind of a fun thing to show though. Whoop, there goes the head. Yeah. Yeah. There go the gloves hanging, dangling. Yeah. Oh. Just always looks like a horror monster. Someday I'll use these recordings for something because they're so good. AV Tones, what's up? Yes. Quick question. I want to unplug this guy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, suit. Gloves off. Pants on. Can't be pantsless for the old stream. Blow my nose yet again. Okay, let's get into it. Let's make some loops. Almost back. Thank you all for bearing with me. Whoop. Okay. Going on, everyone? Oh, Atelier, what are the mocaps? AV Tones, what is your battery setup? And what suit are you on? I think you're on a suit Gen 1. Kana, what's going on? Atelier, if you put them in the chat right now, whichever ones they were. I don't know if they were on the, I need to do, I might go in and do some of the requested ones that we didn't make it to. Suit 2, and your battery, which battery are you using? Oh, Kana, congratulations. I saw that. That's awesome. I think I saw that on the Discord. So great. It's amazing. Don't... It's great that you can watch every stream. But I'm sure you can also work on your own stuff all the time now. Oh, Atelier, yeah, it's fine. Just put them in the chat and I'll do them after the stream or something. Oh, the drug, yeah, I can do... I'll do that later and I'll add that to this pack of mocap that should be up either later today or usually it's tomorrow. Okay, we're definitely doing this Superman thing because this looks awesome, and yeah, I definitely want to do that. We looping this guy. The drug dude injecting, and another one is floating on another universe. Well, we did do floating or falling, so you could use that one. But yes, I'll definitely, Okay, AV Tone. So, well, let's look up this battery and find out. So, if it's a Smart Suit Pro 2, glove ready, is it glove ready? You're using one battery, right? Because if you're using, yeah, I don't think this is, so unfortunately for the glove ready 2, for the Smart Suit Pro 2 glove ready version, whole suit plus gloves. So, but you all run it all on one battery, right? AV Tones, that's what I'm assuming. What you need to do is this, you need to, I don't know if this battery has this or not, but it needs to be able to provide 3 amps to a single port. Yeah. So I don't know if this battery is the battery that will do that, basically. Although it shouldn't be a problem if you're in Legacy. But basically, when you have issues like that, sometimes what it is, the batteries have poor power management. And so they don't do a good job getting you all the power that you need. For in beta, and I don't think you need to do this in Legacy. In Legacy, the one that you have, it should work. I would just try another, but it's probably a battery issue, I would assume. That's what I've seen before. But I would recommend... If you want to try another battery that I know works, the Anker Power Core 30,000 is what you want. Power Core 30. Let me try and find a link to it. Which one is this called? Which one is this? Hold on. Let me grab my battery. Yeah. Okay. So this is the... No, Anker Power Core 13,000. That's what you want. Anker Power Core 13,000. This one. Yeah. I mean, battery, yeah, I've never had a problem. I don't know how long it lasts, for very long. Ooh, Atelier. Okay, I'll get that with the drug guy. Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about having just a battery that is interchangeable is just that at least you could have two batteries. These two of the ones. So your gloves don't plug in. Do they plug into your suit, or do they have separate cables? Because if they have separate cables, then the 3 amp thing. Oh, to the suit. Yeah. So no, it doesn't matter because there's only one hookup for the suit, right? So you can't use two. There should be one place that you plug in a battery, right? So you plug into one battery. I don't, unless your gloves are not plugging in directly into your suit and they have separate power cables, then you can use different batteries. But otherwise, I would just use this 13,000 Anker power core. Okay, so yeah, what are we doing today? Creative wise, we're gonna make a loop, I think, and we're gonna use. There's 2 cables. Layered Tom, they're quite accurate. In beta with the EMF mode turned on, it's actually accurate to. Yeah, sorry, AV Tones. I hope that helped. But yeah, they're actually accurate in they're fully accurate relative to the hub on the glove. So it creates an EMF bubble around your hand in beta, and so it has the absolute position of all the trackers in there. So it's very accurate and very affordable compared to a lot of the other glove options that we see out there. Okay, so I want to do this Superman guy, and I think I have this cute little Superman thing, and so to make a perfect loop, I think something that's really cute could be like Superman flying in the front of the frame. The loop could be triggered by, a cloud passing in front of Superman. Eventually we will be able to add objects to the scenes in beta. That's all in beta, but it's just not there yet. But yeah, Superman flying. I think that would be really cute. So first thing I'm going to do is just I'm going to rename this Superman flying, and I'm not going to add any filters to it because it's in treadmill mode. And actually I'm going to, when we get in our program, I'm going to be deleting all the data off the hip anyway, because I just want I'm going to be moving the hip around, myself. So I can export this, and then we need to do some prep work for Superman. And I have these great little cute Superman superhero models that I got from It Happy on CG Trader. And we need to use Blender to do a weird little re-rigging process. So we're going to use Mixamo with Mixamo, and but yeah, let's do this really quickly. And actually, you know what? I think we can do this from Cinema 4D. And I'm going to be working in Cinema 4D because that's my program. And it's just the easiest way for me to do it. So that's what we're going to do. To actually make something. Superman flying loop. Cute cartoon character. Blue sky. Flying around. It's going to be good. For those of you just joining us, yeah, we're making a loop for the Perfect Loop Animation contest, which you can see the countdown is right here. It just started this month. Tons of prizes. I highly encourage you to join because it's a good way to get your hands on some Rokoko tech. So I got to see which of these characters. I haven't rigged up Superman, so we'll go through that whole process. Batman. Nice. Oh god. So I might have to do this in Blender because it does this weird. Hold on a second. Okay, well, let's find Superman first. Just gotta drag in all these. They're not named. Come on. That might be Spider-Man. Just gotta go one at a time, unfortunately. There's 14 of these, so we'll find them in a second. Yeah, twisted kneecaps. Super frustrating. We're gonna use Mixamo to do some that's I think Captain America. We're gonna re-rig these guys on Mixamo anyway. So we just need to straighten out the arms for that process before we do that. We're just loading in each one. What do we got here? Is this Superman? Be Superman. Nope. Flash. Knack montages. What's going on? I don't think that you can, but it was looped beautifully. Iron Man. Oh, come on. Superman? Although we could use Iron Man. He's pretty cute. We just did an Iron Man recording. That's the Hulk. Anyone see this She-Hulk trailer? Looks so good. Looks like another good one. Just loading in each asset. Very boring. Is it Superman? It is Superman, but this, we can't do this anyway, so I gotta do this in Blender, I think. Yeah, because he's all twisted up. Okay, but we know it's S7. So, let's open up Blender. And delete everything. I'm going to import an FBX. S7. Automatic bone orientation. Superman. Super cute. We need to delete all these keyframes. And then we're going to open up the Cats plugin. Start pose mode. So great. Grab the upper arm. Grab the lower arm. And I'm just putting him into a T-pose because when we're going to take it to Mixamo in a second to re-rig him, which is just a bit of a messy process, but it works in this situation. Applies rest pose. Boom. Now we need to export our model. This is, yeah, it's really backwards the way that we're doing this, but Superman. Export the FBX. Then we're going to bring it into Cinema. We're going to strip away the thing, and then I mean, I got this model on CG Trader. I pick up models too much, but you know, I use CG Trader a lot, and I like to, you know, this is a model pack from It's It Happy TV. I think the model person is called the creator, It Happy TV. And they have a bunch of like low poly kind of simple models that look really cute. and are very cutesy. So yeah, here we go, right? This looks correct. We're gonna worry about the cape later. We're not gonna deal with it right now. We might just remove it in the end. I am gonna add the material in just to make our lives a little bit easier. Get happy, superheroes, textures. Hello, cutie. What a sweetheart. Look at that guy. So what we're gonna do though, I mean, maybe we can just, is there a reason this doesn't work? Oh, right, it's because the spine, it's got all these weird like control rig torso pivot. It's just kind of a mess of a skeleton. It's like for hand animating. So what I like to do is just re-rig it on Mixamo. Current state to object, delete the skinning, delete everything. Here, now we have our model. We're gonna export this as an FBX 14. You know, super man for mix. Boom. Then we're gonna open up Mixamo, and we're gonna rig this guy. Ah. It is a cute Superman. He's a super cute Superman. Log in, don't show my password. Thank you. More coffee. Upload character. Superman for mix. We also, this would be a good time. We just released a, yeah, but I'm going to get rid of the cape. That's going to be the key. I'm just going to delete those polygons eventually and re-add a cape that will like look good. It'll be good. Chin. If I use Mixamo, I try to, whatever model I'm loading in, I try to have it be in a T pose when I do it, because if it's in an A pose, you usually get weird weight painting on the underarm, in the armpit. So I find, you know, I just like it to be in a T pose when I load it up to Mixamo. Oh, so I gotta turn off use symmetry because the wrists were not in the right spot. Hopefully that should work. Never know. I like his little curly Q hair. And this very simple smile, which you can invert, you know, turn into a frown. You might not like this model. We might need to, oh yeah, Noah likes it. Maybe. Thinking. Looking good, Superman. Now we need to go grab a T-pose. Make sure he's in the T-pose. Download. Boom. Okay, now what I do is I'm going to go... Oh. Grab this guy. So this is Superman Mixamo Rig. I just use as many freaking programs as I can, because now we're going into Maya, which is where I do my retargeting. You know, it just... oh no, Corridor podcast about how Adobe sucks. Knack montages. Dish. Is that a recent one? I just found the Corridor podcast recently. I just knew Corridor Crew YouTube, but they have a whole other channel that is the Corridor Crew podcast. But I don't think Adobe sucks. I actually think Adobe's great. I mean, I used to be an editor, so I would be in Premiere and After Effects all day long. And again, it's like, it's more expensive now. That's my problem with it, with some of those products. Creative Cloud is now is quite expensive. But I don't know. It's pretty great. Oof. Continued bashing them into the... What were they... Just not fixing things? Or I wonder what they were bashing them on. Superhero, Mixamo rig. Look at this. We got a Superman. Create a character definition. I've already got a saved Mixamo character definition in here, so I'm just going to load up a template. I think it's called Mixamo Hands. Yes. Boom. See? Rename this Superman. And what we do is we then save this project file, and now I've got Superman rigged for whenever I want to use him. See? Just like Batman. Superman Mixamo rigged. Boom. Pricing, pricing I think is a valid one because it's gotten really expensive. It used to be a sort of thing where really anyone could afford it. Now it's pretty expensive. So, okay, Superman flying. We already exported our mocap that we recorded. Again, this mocap will be available for free on our G drive, which you'll be able to find in the description below. So we just need to import this. Free mocap 11. Superman flying. What's great about Rokoko mocap is it will always come in a T-pose, even though he's lying down for most of this. So to retarget this, I'll just create a new character definition. Click the hips. Load in the HIK skeleton preset. Superman. Character 1. I'm Superman! Dun, 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 dun. Is that Superman? Okay, I'm going to bake this to a control rig. And we just put out a getting started on the Perfect Loop contest video on our YouTube that just does retargeting. It goes over retargeting in Blender, Cinema 4D, and in Maya. So if you need some help. Hey everyone, so the Rokoko Perfect Loop Animation. We just released this video. Blender, C4D, Maya. So this could be a good place to start. Okay. Retargeted to our control rig. I'm going to get rid of my mocap now because I don't need it anymore. And just a couple things I want to fix is these thumbs obviously look a little bit funky, so I'm going to add them to an animation layer. And kind of just clean them up. Add a keyframe. Add this one to its own animation layer. Oop. Add a keyframe. There we go. That looks right. I'm flying! Cool. So we're going to export this out. Export all. And we are going to put it in the folder for today. Perfect loop. Superman flying. Boom. It's going to resample all the keyframes on my characters. So it's going to add keyframes. Yeah, it was probably the Rokoko mesh. Boom. And now, start a new cinema project. Let's save this. Superman flying. And now let's see what is what here. And what we can do. About this cape. So he comes in just super small. Just gonna make him 10. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and right off the bat, I just kind of want to see what will happen if we take these hips and just kill all the data. So this is actually fine. This should be fine. This is what we want. Because we want to be controlling the hips kind of manually. Kind of this vibe, right? And then what we can do, right, is we can just add some vibration. Just add a vibrate tag and, you know, like a little bit of movement. So this is too much movement. But looky, we got a Superman flying. I think. It looks pretty good. So the real question is, if I wanted to loop this, how could I go about doing that? I might need to not use this vibrate tag initially, at least. You know what? But actually, I would just, I'm going to use something to wipe the frame. Just a cloud. And so for the cape, let's do the cape right away, because the cape's a fun thing, right? Because the cape is what's going to sell this whole deal. So if I just select like all these polygons, because we just need to, oops. I'm going to make sure only the cape. Is selected. You know, I think it'll be okay if it just kind of looks like this. But what we want to do select our cape where we want it to start moving. So I want like from here down to be moving. So we're going to select all these. U, P, which will create another version of it. Nope, actually what we want to do first, sorry, we don't want to do that. So what we want to do is we want to create current state to object, delete the skinning tag, so delete the cape on this one, and on this one I delete Superman. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make this cape a cloth object, and we're going to add a cloth belt, and we're going to select these top points on the mesh, and for the belt we're just going to belt it onto Superman. As soon as we hit set, you can see that it's drawing on those points, and now guess what? We got a cape. And what's nice is that we can, let's save this project, make our Superman a cloth collider, and because he's so low poly, it's gonna be okay. Normally it really wouldn't. So that looks pretty good, right? There's our cloth on Superman. But what we want to do is we want to actually make the gravity on our cloth like positive 0.5, right? We want it floating up, kind of. And actually we want to also add some drag. Let's make this 0.2. Wind direction wants to be going in the X direction. Wind strength 10. Maybe we add a little bit in the Y direction, 0.5. Wind turbulence 5. So we don't want that Y actually. And look at that. So that is going to help sell all of this, right? So much more. Just having a cape makes such a huge difference in terms of it just adds a lot of, just realism. Drag is going to be 3%, wind strength 20, wind turbulence strength 1. Oh, we got to make the iterations like 15. And then what's going to happen here? Cool. Superman. And then what we actually want to do is I am going to add a vibrate tag. 20/20/20.2 rotation 10/10/10.2. See what happens. So he's moving way too much. Cool. That looks great. So let's bake this. Cash out our claw sim, and then I bet it'll be looking really good. Maybe he has a toy trying to fly away while someone plays with him. That's pretty cool. Could just be like a hand behind him or something. That sounds, we're not going to probably do that because that sounds more complicated than what we're looking at doing. But I think we'll just have clouds and maybe like, I don't know what else we could do. Like something funny, like a cat or something. I think just clouds. We'll just keep it simple and like pretty. Ooh, and we'll have like wind. We'll have like cool anime lines going across the screen to show speed. That could be cool. We'll do that, and I'm pretty pleased with that, I think. Okay, so it's like 251. Cool. Looks fun, right? So he's going until 770. And then, you know, I don't know. I think what we can do is just like, okay, let's create an HDRI. Let's save. Save. Get our HDRI going. .360 skies. We just want cloudy. You know what? What do we want? What do we want? For our HDRI. Let's try this. Ooh, there we go. That looks great. You know, we could add some, we'll add some real light here. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Change this to a octane material. Make it glossy. Gotta have it be glossy. Superman. Da, 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 da. And then we need a bunch of clouds. Thankfully, we have a little cloud pack that we can use. Boom. Throw these guys in a cloner. Add a camera. And for our cloner, for our cloud things, we want to have a bunch of them. You know, 10. Whoa! Bunch of clouds. we want to add a random effector. Random. $707. Oh, let's make this really big. You know, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. Big cloud of clouds. Rotation. Random. 360. Let's make it 50 actually. We kind of want them all facing the same way. And then what we can do is just move, you know, our clouds through the scene. Just got to make sure that Superman ain't clipping any of them. And let's add scale to that cloner. And that is too much. 0.5. Create 2 of these cloners. And now what I'm going to do is just animate them over the course of our adventure here. Okay, we need to bring the second cloner in closer. There we go. So, keyframe. Keyframe. Make it a linear. There we go. We got Superman. And what we could do is add some motion. Make this a motion camera. Let's turn off the world axis here and the ground plane. Boom. And I kind of want to so that there we go. It looks pretty good though. Exactly. So just a cloud in front for the, you know, for the transition. Add some depth of field here, always. Gotta add that depth of DOF, baby. And I kind of wonder if like, should the clouds be kind of moving too, just a little bit? I think so. So just by the end, they're just moving a little bit. And I always like to make these linear because in cinema, looking pretty good. Yeah, that looks great. And what I could do that could be kind of fun is like these moments where he boosts forwards. We can add a keyframe here. Add a keyframe here. Keyframe. Keyframe. And then just move these up. So we get like a little burst of movement really quickly. Will that work? Yeah. So it did work a little bit, but I think it worked a little too well. Yeah. There we go. Done. Looks pretty good. And I don't know, maybe undo. Yeah, looks great. Looks pretty darn good, I think. So I think we're gonna kind of keep that. And then, right, we just need to add the loop. So the loop is just gonna be, just gonna grab a cloud. Put it over here, right? Super simple. We are going to, right at the beginning, keyframe it. Keyframe it. And then, at the end, we are going to keyframe. Move forward, copy, paste. So, say right here. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to do the full thing because we're going to fade. Because the light looks different on these two. But there you go, right? That'll be the reveal. It's really long. This animation is really long. But I think it looks pretty good. Oh, you know what? Let's... That's right where the... Cool. Fun. So, yeah, I think we're gonna call it right there, because that looks pretty great, and I kind of want to render that guy out. So, yeah, it's not ideal, Knack, for sure. Yuja, what's going on? You can request mocap. There should be a link to request mocap for the in the streams in the description below, and if there isn't, I'll add one. Or a children's play, a rope going up. Yeah, like a rope tied to him. That's a good idea, but I'm probably not going to do that because this is good enough for me. Dun, 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 dun. So actually, I'm going to have the... Cool. I think we're going to call it. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by. This was another fun one. I'll put the mocap up online either later today or tomorrow. And yeah, this was a fun one. I really encourage everyone to go and check out the animation challenge and submit and participate if you are thinking about it, because it's really awesome. We have a ton of really incredible prizes, great judges, 6 prizes, all of which are really great. Third prize is smart gloves, face capture bundle, and $100 on the motion library. There are people, so just go to the collaboration channel, or if you post in general, I think you'll be redirected to the collaboration channel. But usually there are people who can do custom mocap, and yeah, I'll also put a link to submit. You can find links to submit requests in the other live streams, and I think I just need to add it to this description. So, yeah, thanks again for stopping by, everyone. This was super fun. Look at our great Superman. I would love to make some cool simulations, Knack. That's what I love. But sometimes they're not the most related to mocap. So but we could make some that are related to mocap for sure. Cool, everyone. Okay, well, I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for joining. This was great again, and we'll see you on the next one. More Perfect Loop stuff coming up, and we'll see you on the Discord. Okay, see you, everyone. Bye bye.